Oh, whoa!
So now you're reacting to the girl group Dreamcatcher, who are known for having nightmare-themed concepts.
Ooh.
For their 2019 Raid of Dream mini album, they are collaborating with the RPG video game King's Raid by depicting themes of the game like doubt, confusion, and twist in their music video. The song itself conveys emotions like darkness, loss, breakdown, and rage that you may feel while playing the King's Raid game. The song was composed by Lise and Alaunder. Hit it.
You ready for this?
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
It really fits the aesthetic, the music, like walking in a castle.
And the reverb on it makes it sound like the piano's there.
Yeah, and then they have like that beat that just dropped.
Seeping darkness.
Wow, already up to 4. It's already a twist.
And a change in timbre.
Oh shit. Good unisons. Not unisons, they were octaves, but they were in tune. Oh, I like that.
I liked it too, but I was more liking the aesthetic of a girl holding a sword.
Yeah, that's in the orchestra. I feel like I should have expected that with the whole medieval thing, that we would get like a nice orchestra. But it's interesting because all the strings are synthesized or at least heavily altered.
Or like, oh, a little pickety third.
They'll fall in now.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
On that text.
Wow, it ends in 4. The phrase continues because there's not really a cadence. Very cool.
Yeah, they have a very like cool vibe, I think. Like they can be like intense in the like climactic moments, but like in these sort of verse moments, that like kind of what you're saying, like it's reserved and like it's just really cool.
Yeah. I think the harmony and melodic lines fit well together, like this piano interlude stuff as we like get more about the story from the vocal line.
It sounded like the music did a rewind and like the plot rewinded too. Like the Deja Vu trope was apparent in the music.
Yeah, I felt like they added more instruments to the lead in that time.
Ends on 4. Ooh, nice dominant.
The contrast is so good. Ooh,
Oh, that's like
yeah.
Lord of the Rings. This is like everything.
Ooh, whoa.
Wait. They modulated a minor third up. And then they went back to the home key. Of course, because of the relative major-minor relationship. Pretty inventive.
There's so many secondary dominants in that last sequence. Like it's boom, da, getting here, going here, going here. Cello. It's not a bass, but it's a cello.
I think that's my favorite music video you showed me.
Anyways, yeah, how do you feel the music supported what was going on in the story?
Well, you definitely have kind of the like light side with the orchestral, and then the dark side. And it's like
Black.
the evil demons that are gonna fight all the good guys. I don't actually.
All they
know
needed
what the
to
game
do
is
was
about, but
throw in some screamo.
I think it would have been good in this song.
It would have fit.
Which is kind of crazy if you hear the introduction to this song.
Yeah,
I would never
it's so
expect
delicate
it.
and
But
like-
after hearing this, especially in the bridge, they could have used that in the bridge.
The intro, or like the first at least like 30 seconds to a minute, had that same like piano voice duo. And so I was kind of expecting something a little bit more like melodically or harmonically or rhythmically complex from the start, because we've been listening to these types of music.
I kind of liked that. K-pop has a lot of saturation with the themes, and it's very generous with like all the fun ideas and stuff. I think it was okay to have just kind of an aesthetic layout of what was happening.
Yeah. There was this one part where Fiona mentioned that it sounded like choral music. And in some ways it did, but to me, because of the balance of the melodic lines and also the harmony, it sounded really like homophonous. And it sounded like there were a lot of parallel fifths, or like perfect fifths going on. And it fits with the theme in that you see like they're in a church or like some kind of cathedral, and they're having all these like crazy sword stuff. But it reminded me of the music that we studied in the church, like Gregorian chants, where a lot of perfect fifths were kind of seen as holy and used like almost for everything.
In the first and second chorus, there was this Picardy third, and to me, I was like, oh, they're just singing da 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 da, and then the last time they go Picardy, I'm like, I wonder if there's any method behind this, this rather simplistic thing. And then in the final chorus, it modulates up, and then because we're now in A flat minor, the Picardy third is now A flat major, which enables the song to go back to the home key. So the F major before was foreshadowing that moment the entire time, which is pretty solid compositional technique. I felt like the melodic lines in the verse were they kind of just drifted around a bit. There wasn't as much direction. Like the harmonies, the chords actually changed quite a bit. There was no solid sequence that was too repetitive. But the melody, the melodic line doesn't have that type of drive that I like in certain quieter sections. Like once the chorus hits, I'm like, yes, I'm with this. But during the verses, it got a little lost for me.
The contrast is perfect, and they kept capitalizing on that over and over again. Intimate voices, piano, that's it. And then just like the difference between that like really lit rock section and then just like the really toned down, innocent sounding, like breathy, high parts. I thought it was really, really cool. And I just thought it was like a good song overall.
So now you are reacting to a B-side released on their Rate of Dreams album called Silent Night. Fans theorize that Silent Night falls into the twist theme of King's Raid. The lyrics say a blade pointed at someone eventually returns. I don't want to see your blood, and expresses a hope to break free from the cycle of violence. The song is once again composed by Lise and Olander.
Well, round yon virgin's mother and child, let's listen to this.
Whoa. This kind of feels like it's in triple meter now, like compound meter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I assume, yeah. And then it comes in 4.
I thought it was like descending triples, da 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 da, but it's not. It's like it's kind of like syncopated.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's more
that's
like a duple feel.
Yeah, that's a cool choice.
This has like an industrial vibe, like the Iron Man 1 soundtrack. When Iron Man's walking with the explosion behind.
I love that keyboard like synth sound.
Yes, I love that.
Ooh, that's a low voice. Holy crap. Ooh!
Yeah, this is a girl group.
Wait.
Oh my god, this makes me like
Now it's like
want to move my butt.
yeah.
I just want to like twerk it or something, man. This is a feel.
Whoa.
I love the like.
Yeah, I just got chills.
It's like staccato, which is unusual.
Whoa.
Yo, we're down.
Her voice.
It's low.
Yeah. But like it's more than that. It's like cool. It's got like swag. I don't know.
I like that contrasted to each other with like the really low voice for the rapping and then right into head voice singing.
Yeah, even like the vocal line in the pre-chorus here, it's like syncopated. It's not on the beat.
With the vocal counter.
Who's doing that high shit in the background?
Yeah, the like.
Who's doing it?
Descant or whatever.
That's so good.
And it's back. It's combining the twerk theme and the 8/8 theme.
Yeah.
It's like surprisingly quiet, you know? Like you drop and like it's like going, but it's like really like really in there, you know?
Offbeats. What's happening?
Ooh, none of those piano chords were on a downbeat.
No, except for the very last one, I think.
Oh, whoa! Oh! Hello. This is like. This is not like. I'm just gonna listen for a second.
I don't know why. This is such a transition, like from where we were. This is like we're in completely different water right now.
These like arpeggiated chords. There's something both medieval and like video game music about it.
No, keep going.
That's so strange it ended there. I don't think the like actual subdivision is any faster. I just think the grouping of the notes makes it feel faster.
Are you sure? Do you think so? I wonder how the last bit was related rhythmically to the previous bit. Was it just like separate and just goes from where it was to immediately just
Wait, okay. All right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the piano's like not on the downbeat, so they're like using this whole like post-chorus section to confuse us.
I think that's definitely speeding up.
It's like
I just don't know.
I think it's just a completely different tempo.
Yeah.
I think this is compound meter just in a completely different tempo, and I don't know what the metric modulation to get there is, and I'm not sure if it's like exact.
Yeah. Who knows?
It's cool though.
Yeah.
Hey, that
Nice
was so
ending.
good.
I like that ending.
So good.
Silent Night starts now
What?
with the silence.
Oh.
I liked how there were 3 intense beat feels of the rhythm. And that. And that.
Yeah, I thought so too. Because there's that metric irregularity, which is like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and then there was like the establishing duh 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 that was on every like it's like a simple kind of simple as in like a duple meter organization, and then at the end you pointed this out, which was the metric acceleration, and it just gets faster and faster, right? And that reminded me of, do you remember we studied this in music theory? We studied that with the clipping video. It was 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and you're like, oh.
That was stanky.
This has nothing to do with the music, but it kind of does. There are different moments where I need different kinds of music, yes? Sometimes I want to hear Flo's Fighting Dreamers, or Go, rather, but it's, yes, the Naruto intro. Because I need the hype to get me to, like, really get through a tough spot in running, right? But there's other times where I just need a nice driving beat, but also something sort of calming to remind me that I need to focus on my breathing and focus on my form. Those are equally as important, and I think this one fits that latter need, is like, oh, you know what, I need that driving beat, but this is making me like, it's very inwards, it's very, very inwards. And then there's that last bit where after you've rested for like 2 solid minutes, there's some hype at the end where you can go hard.
The synth noises they were using, the like vocal like melismas in the background, like that's the way I wish more people would use like vocoders sampling, like intentionally like changing the human lives. Because, you know, sometimes you'll hear like vocoders over a voice or like MIDI sounds or whatnot, and you're like, oh, that sounds cheesy, it sounds fake or whatever. But this was like, it fit the style perfectly. And even before that like rave section happened, I was thinking like, this is rave music. I thought it was really cool. And they're all so talented, you can tell, because they understand like each member's strength and they showcase it. Like the lower voices had their moments, higher voices had their moments. Some trifling ass hoe was doing crazy shit in the background. Like, well, I can't even. Yeah, like it's like crazy stuff. It was really good.
Right. Which one do you guys like, Silent Night or Deja Vu better?
Deja Vu, because I feel it was more cohesive as a song. Like all the sections,
They stretch way further, in my opinion. But it's cohesive.
I'm so conflicted.
It's just wide in terms of all the
yeah,
stuff
because
that they
we started
include.
out like that fantasy type sound with the piano, and then but we kind of like went to like a stark contrast of that like heavy metal type sound.
Sorry, Silent Night is kind of like if you took a bunch of instruments from techno, like Euro type things, and then you put them in a pop song, and then you had singing and other stuff over it. That's Silent Night. The other one is just everything all together.
Well, I was gonna say I think that the transitions are a lot better
Yeah.
in Deja Vu.